CV Boats presents Florida Sport Fishing, television for the avid angler, powered by Mercury Marine.
Oh, yeah.
On this episode of Florida Sport Fishing.
Look at the colors on that thing. Oh, man, he's just smoking me.
Yeah, he hit it hard.
Florida Sport Fishing TV proudly utilizes and endorses Mackerel 2-speed big game reels, exceptional performance with silky smooth carbon drags and heat-treated stainless steel gears. The future of fish fighting is here. VMC Coastal Black Hooks, engineered to withstand saltwater. Tropic Trailer, Florida's largest dealer, has the right trailer at the right price. Motor Guide, precise maneuverability equals better fishing.
Hey guys, welcome to Florida Sport Fishing TV. Are you ready to get hooked up? I'm Captain Mike. We've got Captain Carlos on board.
Good morning.
We're on our Mercury-powered CV 370Z, headed out Hillsborough Inlet on a spur-of-the-moment fishing trip. Just got up, weather was absolutely beautiful. Needed to get out of the office. We just wrapped up a deadline on
fever, man. Yeah.
Right? I mean, just wrapped up a deadline on Florida Sport Fishing Magazine. Time to wet some lines. Didn't have any live bait penned up, so just putting a quick little trip together, and what better than to troll the edge?
Cover everything.
You know, cover everything. Whip together some planer rods, our tackle, had some Ballyhoo in the freezer. Just gonna go out the inlet here, fish right on the edge from 100 to 300 feet. And I'll tell you, what a great tactic to target a variety of different species.
Great time of year to do it too.
It
Springtime.
is.
So,
Absolutely.
yep.
You know, bonitas, blackfin tuna, king mackerel, wahoo, sailfish, dolphin, they all eat these planer baits. They all eat the ballyhoo up on top. You know, we haven't been out here in a while, need to get our finger on the pulse of what's going on. We'll probably start right out front, maybe work our way up to Boca, maybe go down to Fort Lauderdale. We're gonna talk a lot about what we're doing. We're gonna talk about the tackle and the techniques, and you know what? Who knows what may happen. So let's get out there and get some bait set, see if we can get tight.
Let's do it.
Just got bit on a rigger bait. Whenever we're pulling these planers, we always fish a couple of baits off the riggers as well. You know, you want to cover the bases, have some baits up on top, some baits down deep. No idea what it is yet, hasn't jumped.
It's a good bite though.
Yeah, it was a good bite.
Yep.
Peeled about, I don't know, 50, 60 yards of line.
What'd you have on this, a chugger?
Yep, that's a chugger with a ballyhoo. This is a ballyhoo with a pink and white sea witch.
You don't feel me at all, right?
Nope.
Good.
Why, you feel me?
Not yet.
No, you're right here, dude. You're good.
I feel like I got a fish on, that's what I feel like.
You do.
Yeah, that's what I told you.
Little bullet.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, a little bonita.
Yeah.
Little bonita, crush that chugger. Something tells me that could be exactly what this is. Another big bonehead.
That's what you got? It's all right though. That's wahoo bait right there, that's what that is.
Well, you know, you gotta catch bonitas. If you're catching bonitas, the other fish you're looking for are not too far behind. You know, coming out here and fishing the edge, it's a staple for the charter boat fleet. And I don't mean, you know, the center consoles that come out here and kite fish, but for the bigger sport fish boats that really cater to the tourists, you know, people visiting Florida, and they just want to catch something, you know? They want to have an opportunity to enjoy the water, enjoy the fishery. And these charter boats come out, they put a couple of planers down, they fish some strip baits, and it really gives their charter groups an opportunity to catch a big game fish, you know? Most people in the country, over 99% of the people, will never hook a big game fish. So to come out here and catch a sailfish or a big king mackerel or a wahoo, it's an experience of a lifetime, it really is. You know, they usually do 2 trips a day, 4 or 5 hour trips, and they put fish in the boat. They put meat in the box using this very tactic right here. It's simple, it's easy, doesn't require any live bait or fresh bait. Frozen ballyhoo or strip baits is all that you need, and you never know what you might catch.
The award-winning Z Performance line from CV raises the bar. It's not just fast. It's not just fuel efficient. The CVZ is the entire package. It offers the perfect balance, safe, predictable handling during hard turns and at high speed. And most importantly, the Z stays on plane at lower speeds, so it can comfortably handle anything Mother Nature can dish out. Experience the exhilarating ride of the CVZ. Schedule a sea trial today.
Boats get dirty, that's a fact. Thankfully, Rejuvenate Marine uses patented nanotechnology to make your boat cleaning faster and easier, literally cutting your cleaning time in half. Watch this. With highly concentrated biodegradable ingredients across their complete line of cleaning and care products, Rejuvenate Marine lasts longer while providing professional cleaning power that's safe for all surfaces and for the environment. Rejuvenate Marine. Spend more time fishing and less time cleaning.
What if navigating was as simple as touch and go? It is that simple. The world's first multi-touch MFD chart plotter, Navnet TZ Touch.
Joey Accardi Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram reminds you that before you can do this, you have to do this. And before you can do that, you're going to need this. Save thousands on every new Ram truck at Joey Accardi in Pompano Beach. Family owned and operated, and bringing South Florida our best deals for over 25 years. So before you can do this. And before you can do this, you have to do this. Visit JoeyAccardiCDJR.com.
Hey guys, welcome back to Florida Sport Fishing TV. I'm Captain Mike. We've got Captain Carlos on the wheel. We're aboard our CB370Z. We're outside Hillsborough Inlet, doing some trolling, fishing a couple of planers, some baits up on top. Super effective technique. Strip baits, an absolute staple when it comes to trolling up and down the beach here. Another staple are rig ballyhoo, and that's what we're fishing here today. Couple different variations that I wanted to show you here. You know, this is a double hooked ballyhoo, got it underneath a blue and white islander. I mean, I'll tell you what offshore fisherman in Florida doesn't have blue and white islanders? It's the absolute go-to bait. Again, everything will eat this, the wahoo, the dolphin, the sailfish. What's important is that this bait is actually being covered up here, and that prevents it from washing out as fast. It also creates a larger profile. Here's a different variation with a little chugger, looks like a little tormentor chugger, single hook ballyhoo, just dolphin candy right there, it really is. Sailfish will jump all over that as well. Nice bubble trail, protects that whole bait from washing out. A final variation here, and also extremely popular, here's another single hook ballyhoo. And you can see I've got a little squid skirt, just a little octopus skirt over top of the ballyhoo to protect it, and then a purple and black sea witch, and they all work. As far as the colors are concerned, I'll tell you, you can't go wrong with pinks, purples, blue and white, green. These are all of the staples. Sometimes the oddball colors, reds, pure white, that'll work as well. So it's always a good idea to have a variety of different color sea witches and skirts. And you know, if you start to see a pattern develop, obviously switch a couple baits over, a couple more baits over to that color. You just got a bite here on this planer bait. Go ahead and pull him back, Carlos, and just leave it in gear with the autopilot on. That's a nice thing about this Furuno autopilot. It's literally like having another person on the boat. Not a very big one, but it's a bite on the planer. You see, that's just it. You can never tell, you know, what you're gonna catch because everything eats these planer baits. Little king mackerel.
Little king mackerel. Yep. Hey, look at that. Different species.
Little king, first king of the morning.
Yep.
Awesome. Ready? Come on in here, pal. What a beautiful fish. Of course, certainly no giant, but Perfect size for the smoker. Had both hooks in them.
He wasn't going anywhere.
No, wasn't going anywhere.
Nope.
He just saw that, came up to it, crushed it. Didn't you? Get him on ice, get these baits set, see if we can catch a bigger one.
Yeah, that's him. That's
Back
him.
off on the drag, back off
I did.
on the drag.
I did.
Okay.
That's him. Dolphin. It's a decent fish. He's not that little. No, he's all right. He's 15 pounds.
No.
10, 15 pounds.
No.
Dude,
Is he?
you need to check
Is he?
your vision. Seriously. Again, then.
Maybe
Yeah,
I need
bring
a
it-
new
bring it.
prescription because he looked like 5 pounds, dude. You know, that's the one disadvantage of fishing a planer like this, of course, is you've got to hand line the
Yo-yo
fish.
fishing.
All the line is back in the water, so if the fish decides to take off, I've got plenty of slack to give him. I mean, how gorgeous is that? Look at that. I'll tell you what, that's part of fishing that I absolutely love is just, see, there he goes, oh! All right, pal, let's put an end to you. You know, it's just the colorful fish and just that whole aspect of it. It's just unbelievable. There we go. It's not too bad. Not too bad.
Uh-huh. Bigger than 5 pounds.
He's definitely a little bit bigger than I thought he was. I mean, he's certainly not giant, but...
Keeper.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Keeper.
That's dolphin fingers right there, baby.
Very beautiful.
Really pretty little
Very
cow.
delicious. Very delicioso.
Hey, let's take a break for a second. Get this little dolphin on ice. Check out our rigging station. I want to talk to you about different size planers and exactly how we have them rigged on our planer outfits. So you can come out here and
Bring
have
home
a ball,
Bring home dinner.
right?
Rigging Station, brought to you by Diamond Fishing, the finest monofilament, fluorocarbon, and braided fishing line.
Hi, and welcome to this episode's Rigging Station. Captain Carlos and I are aboard our CB370Z. We're out fishing the edge doing some planer fishing. Really an effective technique, has to be in your arsenal as a South Florida angler. Remember that planers are rated by the size of the lead, not by the size of the plate. So this number 8 planer, obviously 8 ounces. Again, they come in a variety of sizes, a 3-ounce planer, and you're going to adjust accordingly in order to penetrate the depth that you're looking for. It's really important how you rig that planer, and there's a variety of different ways to do it. You can fish the planer off a cleat with a breakaway rubber band type of scenario to your running line. Another way to do it, and the way that I like to do it, is to rig that planer in line. Okay, this is the way it's been done for decades. It's part of the fun of planer fishing is hand lining those fish to the boat. The way we rig, relatively simple. Our reel is loaded with 80-pound braid versus mono. The braid cuts through the water much easier. The braid itself is finished off with a heavy-duty ball-bearing snap swivel from Diamond Fishing Products, which is connected right to the front of the planer. It snaps right to the front of that planer right there. Very, very simple. Off the back side of the plate is where we're going to connect our leader. And what we do is have a yo-yo here, just a plastic spool with a 100-foot leader. It's 50-pound diamond presentation fluorocarbon, 100 feet long, with a small little 75-pound snap swivel on either end, on both ends of the leader. What's really vital here is the rod. You're putting a tremendous amount of strain on this outfit when you're trolling up to 10 knots with these larger planers. So you've got to have the right rod. We custom built a couple of planer rods specifically for this application. They're 8 foot long, so you've got plenty of distance there. It's got a relatively soft tip, but there's plenty of backbone, and that's what's really important. It's an E-glass rod. It's not a graphite rod. You're not looking for sensitivity here. You're looking for strength. The bottom of the rod has a gimbal so it can lock right into the rod holder, a slick butt on the bottom so it's easy to pull up and out of the rod holder, an aluminum reel seat, Fuji turbo guides. They can withstand the abrasion from the braid. You don't need roller guides. You know, keep it simple, but do it right. Fiberglass. They use it to build boats and yachts because of its strength and durability. And that's exactly what every Frigid Rigid cooler is made out of. This is my set after 12 years, and I keep them outdoors. With industrial grade rubber gasket and stainless steel hinges with backing plates, not a single component has failed on any of them. Can you honestly say that about your coolers? From 35 to 300 quarts, there's a Frigid Rigid cooler, coffin box, or freezer for every boat. Another one on the jig. Woo!
That's Grouper Dynamo.
Yeah! How's that for a sea monster?
Chaos. Gear matters. Shop online or visit our new superstore for everything fishing.
It's your turn to score big. Book a long-range adventure aboard the legendary Yankee Captains. Fish virgin waters more than 100 miles offshore for exotic queen snapper, trophy tilefish, monster grouper, and more. With a lifetime of experience, let Captain Greg Mercurio and his dedicated crew put you on a hot bite. Fish around the clock or just relax. With full galley and huge fish boxes, all you'll need to bring is your appetite for action. Now sailing from Key West year-round.
You know, it's important, Carlos, and I know we talk a lot about the little details, but it's important when you're planer fishing that you set your lines out in the correct order.
It's a sequence.
It is,
for
it's
sure.
a sequence.
Yeah.
You know, what I like to do is I put my long planer bait out first. That's the first line that I'm gonna set. That's generally a number 3 or a number 4 planer way back there with a 100-foot shot cord. Next line I'm gonna set is the deeper planer.
Yeah,
the
you're
number
staggering
6.
them pretty much.
Exactly. The number 6 or the number 8 planer, which is gonna be closer and deeper. Once those 2 planer baits are set, then we worry about our surface baits,
That's right.
you know?
Yep.
And the first thing we do is put the shotgun bait out, way out behind the boat. And again, this is with just a simple 5-line spread. If you're fishing more or less lines, you're gonna need to modify. Once I get that shotgun bait way back there, I'll put my 2 baits off the tips of the riggers out even with each other. So again, I don't risk tangling. It's a nice, easy setup. We're both on the same page.
Right, and you're covering different levels of the water column.
Exactly,
that way
and
too.
you know, when you get a fish and it's time to reset those baits, we know exactly what we're
Where it
doing,
is.
where it goes, and what order it goes out in. But you've got to have some plan in place to make it, you know, that much simpler and that much more productive.
Right, you can work around that plan pretty much.
That's for sure. Oh, man, he's just smoking me.
Yeah, he hit it hard.
That was absolutely awesome. Fish came up, hit that rigger bait.
We were
missed
talking
it.
about this earlier too,
Yep,
weren't we?
then ran
That's
over,
funny.
grabbed that rigger bait, and just crushed it, and still dumping me. I mean, look at that. That is such a sweet sound.
Are you by that pink building out there?
Yeah, pretty
Is that where you
much. Fish is kind of coming toward me here now. Trying to get as much slack up as possible. This is also where a high-speed reel comes into place. He's gonna jump for us right there. Tell you, catching sailfish never gets old, never.
Watch the line on the deck right there, okay?
You're kidding, right?
Nope,
Disaster.
not kidding. On this side too, you got it on both sides, okay?
Not a
Just
good
be
idea.
careful.
Beautiful sailfish, absolutely beautiful.
Are you gonna
All right.
stay on that side or this side? What are you doing? You gonna make up your
Well,
mind?
where are you at?
I'm over here, waiting by the door.
Well, then I'll wait over here. Got it?
Yeah.
All right, I'm in free spool.
Oh,
There you
she's
go.
off.
That's all right. There she goes. There she goes. Beautiful. There she goes, just sinking into the depths. Nice. Nice. Let's go do that again.
Pros Tip, brought to you by Pelagic, high performance offshore gear.
Hey guys, welcome to this episode's Pro Tip. I want to talk to you a little bit today about fishing by the radio. You know, you've all heard it. If you've been out here enough times, you know, you hear somebody post a report, hey, I caught a couple of dolphin out in 500 feet, or a wahoo in, you know, 150 feet, whatever it is, and then an entire fleet emerges on that depth. You know, don't get sucked into that. If you're looking for a fishing report, start by providing some good information. You know, tell people who you are, where you are, and what you're doing before you just get on there and ask for a report and expect somebody to give up a good hot spot. It's not going to happen. And remember, you can't catch fish that have already been caught. So certainly, you know, monitor the VHF. I listen to it all day long to try and develop any patterns, but I'm certainly not going to run off, you know, every time I hear a fishing report to that particular depth or that particular area. So use the proper etiquette when you're out on the water, and I'll tell you what, overall, you're going to be a happier and a more successful angler.
Florida Sport Fishing is the #1 magazine for resident and visiting anglers. Each giant issue is packed with informative editorials, easy-to-follow illustrations, and tips to keep you hooked up. Subscribe today, and I'll deliver the magazine to your home for only 4 cents a day. Visit FSFTV.com right now, and I'll also include a hat, unlimited access to Florida Sport Fishing Digimag for your tablet and phone, and a special gift to keep you cool on and off the water.
What if navigating was as simple as touch and go? It is that simple. The world's first multi-touch MFD chart plotter, Navnet TZ Touch.
Florida Sport Fishing TV proudly utilizes and endorses Lindgren Pittman, purpose-built, high-capacity 12 and 24-volt electric deep drop, dredge, and daytime swordfish reels. #1 in design, ease of use, reliability, and power. Boat Outfitters, where owners and builders go for replacement parts and hard-to-find hardware. Salt Life Optics, anti-glare Zeiss lenses, provide unparalleled protection and polarization. Taco Marine, official outrigger system of Florida Sport Fishing TV.
Nice pile of bait right there. Just went over a nice pile of bait. We're in 170. Super important, you know, when you're out there trolling, regardless if you're offshore looking for dolphin, if you're inside right on the edge here, working up and down the coast. It's a big ocean. There's a lot of water. You know, you've got to look for key little ingredients, you know, that are going to say, hey, focus your efforts right here. In this particular case, we've got some scattered weed. I'm reading a bunch of bait on the Farino machine. You know, it looks like a bunch of bullet bonitas, maybe some small bullet blackfins just stacked up right there. And, you know, it's a super great sign. It really is. I mean, obviously, if the forage is here, the big kingfish, the wahoo, the sailfish, you certainly figure they would be here as well. Every time you get a bite, make a mental note. You certainly don't need to write it down, but make a mental note. What direction were you going in? Were you trolling south? Were you trolling north? What depth did you get that bite in? All of these factors, you know, oftentimes will come together to put together a pattern, and that will allow you to really just focus your efforts on smaller key areas. Got them on, baby, got them on!
This is exciting right now.
Carlos and I are out here aboard our Mercury-powered CV, doing a little bit. Woo!
Dude, that's the right one.
Baby.
He's there. Keep it.
Yeah. He is still
He's
there.
there. He's there, dude. He's there. He's there. Trust
He's
me.
still there.
I saw a flash back there. He's still there. He's gonna take line again.
Grab that rod and just go back. Make sure you're all the way.
Yeah,
Go
I
back.
got you. That's him. Yeah, that's him.
You're an autopilot, right?
That's him. No, not yet, but I will be. Feel him?
Yeah.
Good.
Just gonna slowly hand line them in, hand over hand. We got a long shot cord, about 100 feet long. A lot of guys, you know, will fish their planers right off of the cleat. I like just fishing them off the rod. You can see all that slack line is in the water, so if the fish takes off, I've got plenty of give. Grab a gap, little wahoo.
That's
Grab
what
a
I
gap,
thought it was. Yeah.
little wahoo. Nice fish. That's what we're looking for right there. Finally, quality fish. Finally. Oh, look at that. He just spit the hook.
Yep.
Finally. Nice little 20-pound wahoo. Look at the colors on that thing.
The zebrafish.
Zebra. Not a giant, but you know what's cool? Where there's one wahoo.
There's more.
There's more.
We lost one earlier, a little one,
Yeah.
but we've been marking bonitas all day. You know, little blackfin,
Right.
little bullets.
That's what they're eating.
Yeah.
Look at that mouth. Beautiful. Not the 80 or 90 pounder that would change my life, but on a slow day like today, I'll take it. Well, I was hoping for another bite here, dude, but doesn't look like it's gonna happen.
We'll still trickle our way in, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, we'll troll back toward the inlet, you know.
You know,
Bought
we're
a
good.
couple cudas,
Yeah.
a couple bonitas, you know, some not so glorious species. Put a dolphin in a boat, kingfish, a
You
wahoo,
can't pick
a
what's gonna
sailfish.
eat your bait, though. You know.
It's fishing, man.
Yeah.
It's fishing, and
Yeah.
you know what? For just a drop of the dime trip,
It
throwing
was
whatever
awesome.
we could together.
Yeah.
Still a nice day out on the water, getting out of the office, unwinding a little bit from deadline. Tell you what, hope you picked up a few tips, enjoyed this week's show, and this is pretty much a wrap. We'll see you next week.
See ya.
To learn more about the tactics and techniques seen on today's show and to subscribe to Florida Sport Fishing Magazine, visit floridasportfishing.com and get hooked up.